The notion that science is satanic and deceptive to faithful Christians is a perspective held by some individuals who believe that scientific discoveries and theories contradict their religious beliefs. This viewpoint is often rooted in a literal interpretation of the Bible and a distrust of the scientific community. Proponents of this idea argue that science is an attempt to undermine the authority of God and the Bible, and that scientists are intentionally misleading the public about the nature of the world and the universe. One of the primary concerns of those who believe that science is satanic is the theory of evolution. They argue that evolution is a lie perpetuated by scientists to lead people away from God and the biblical account of creation. However, this perspective fails to acknowledge the overwhelming evidence from various fields of science, including biology, genetics, and paleontology, that supports the theory of evolution. Fossil record, comparative anatomy, and molecular biology all confirm that species have changed over time through a process of natural selection and genetic variation. Furthermore, the idea that science is satanic implies that scientists are motivated by a desire to deceive and manipulate the public. However, the scientific method is a rigorous and transparent process that relies on empirical evidence, observation, and experimentation to develop and test hypotheses. Scientists are driven by a desire to understand the world and the universe, and their findings are subject to peer review and scrutiny by the scientific community. The notion that scientists are engaged in a conspiracy to promote satanic ideas is unfounded and ignores the fact that science is a self-correcting process that seeks to refine and improve our understanding of the world. Another area of concern for those who believe that science is satanic is the field of cosmology and the origins of the universe. The Big Bang Theory, which suggests that the universe began as a singularity around 13.8 billion years ago, is seen as a challenge to the biblical account of creation. However, the Big Bang Theory is supported by a vast amount of evidence from various fields of science, including astronomy, astrophysics, and geology. The cosmic microwave background radiation, the abundance of light elements, and the large-scale structure of the universe all confirm that the universe began in a very hot and dense state and has been expanding and evolving ever since. In addition, the idea that science is satanic ignores the many benefits that science has brought to humanity. Scientific discoveries and technological innovations have improved our understanding of the world and have led to numerous breakthroughs in fields such as medicine, energy, and transportation. Vaccines, antibiotics, and other medical treatments have saved countless lives and improved the quality of life for millions of people. The development of renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power has reduced our reliance on fossil fuels and helped to mitigate the impact of climate change. Ultimately, the notion that science is satanic and deceptive to faithful Christians is a misguided perspective that fails to acknowledge the overwhelming evidence that supports scientific theories and discoveries. Science and faith are not mutually exclusive, and many scientists and Christians have found ways to reconcile their beliefs with scientific knowledge. By promoting a greater understanding and appreciation of science, we can work to build bridges between the scientific and religious communities and foster a more nuanced and informed discussion about the relationship between science and faith. Rather than viewing science as a threat to faith, we should recognize the value of science in improving our understanding of the world and the universe, and seek to find ways to integrate scientific knowledge with our spiritual beliefs.